Wonderful afternoon. It's again Wednesday afternoon, and today we are going to talk about how to use diversification in your trading, including this following topics. Basically, what is diversification, how you can use it about in time frames or in different assets, and how to use diversification really properly. Okay, there's a mistake. Okay, go on. So I hope you can make sure that you stay until the end of this webinar, or maybe later on YouTube, this video, because I want to show you why diversification will help you prevent from falling into actionism. This is a really important point in this Wednesday afternoon webinar. So my name is Marcus Gabel. I'm a trader and professional analyst, speaker, trader, mentor, whatever you want. And I love trading, but more than that, I love to support people in becoming successful with trading, or maybe I should say despite trading. I get this is the better expression. So if you want to have more information about me or myself, then you can visit my homepage. Okay, I guess I miss it here. It's tradingandpersonality.com. I guess you know this homepage. You can type it down, trading and personality.com. So in this trading webinar series, it's called Trading Spotlight webinar series. I'm partnering with Admiral Markets, which is a Forex and CFD broker that offers trading on over 8,000 different financial instruments through one of the world's best trading platforms, MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4. Indeed. Finally, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like this video, share it with other traders, and subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Okay, that was the correct introduction. So we can start our topic this afternoon. What is diversification basically? So guys, the chat is open and I really appreciate your questions, your ideas. What is driving you crazy about trading? What is in your mind? Let me know. You know, maybe you follow me a couple of times now, so you know I have a different approach to trading. First of all, I'm a trader. And now, first of all, I'm a human like you. And then we are traders. But first, we are humans. And I don't know where you're placed right now, and maybe you can type it in the chat box where you're coming from. As a Mark, I guess, is Australia, right? So this is cool. And for all the other guys as well, Thomas from the UK. Thomas, I love you, have you here. And this about this interesting topic. But first of all, we are humans. You know, you are dad, your mom maybe, so you have your wishes and dreams, hopes about trading. And this is in my mind as well. First of all, we are humans and we handle trading. We have to manage trading and we have to manage the money. And that's the point. We come to trading about money, but we stay about the insights. And topic diversification is one of the deeper insights. And I want to help you to have a spotlight of this kind of topics. It's a little bit outside of the normal box. And I want to help you to recognize trading on a deeper courses. I want to help you to have a look and to have a view beyond the scenes about trading. So therefore, if you have any questions, type it in the chat box. I can see it here on the right side. Feel free to ask whatever is in your mind about this topic. So, and maybe you can make your notes so you have a big value about this topic this afternoon. So let's talk about and let's figure out what is the official description of diversification. So it's a trading strategy focused on risk mitigation. We want to reduce risk. This is the most important point about the word diversification. So it calls for the creation of a portfolio that contains a wide variety of investments. So, you know, this way, this way, this way. And the logic behind it is that the possible negative yields of some kind of investments are neutralized by the positive yields of other investments in your portfolio. So the logic behind is that if you make loss in that way, you have winners on the other way. So you have a kind of zero game. You maybe have less losses on the right of this side and big winners on the other side. And with the risk of sounding overly simplistic, means diversification is not much more than financial equivalent of not keeping all your eggs in one basket. So this is the sense of diversification. So the first and the last sentence of this slide, in my opinion, are the two most important sentences. Diversification is trading strategy focused on reduce your risk, and it means not keeping all your eggs in one basket. So maybe you can have one wife or one girlfriend, or maybe one husband or one boyfriend. That's okay, but it's in trading, you shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket. That's not a good idea. But this is the problem of most of the young traders. They come to trading. Oh, I joined the club. I did in the past the same. So I was the big DAX trader. I remember 20 years ago, or 70 years ago, I remember I was a DAX trader. Then I figured out, oh, it's cool to trade gold. And I make a big loss in gold. And then I figured out, oh, I could trade oil. So after a couple of weeks, I was the big oil trader. I remember, Jesus Christ, bad times, guys. And then I figured out, oh, I could trade Euro USD. Oh, so I figured out all these things, and I jumped from one asset to the other asset. But most of the times I was trading one underlying, and this was really stupid. Really stupid. And I want to explain why it is so stupid to trade just only one asset. So Russell, with I guess this is Thomas, right? So do you think how you can control your negative thoughts on trading, especially for someone who's had very difficult childhood experience? Oh yes, Thomas, I should say. Oh, Russell. Okay, is Russell like expression is right, Russell? Okay. How should I say? I'm not sure if my host is agree that I can share my own story. So maybe she can give me a like. To be honest, Russell, and maybe this is interesting for all the other guys as well, I had a really bad childhood. My parents were divorced when I was 5 years old. And I have one brother who was younger than about 1 year. We had difference 4 years. He was 4 years younger than me. I was 5 years, my brother was 1 year. So my parents were divorced, and my dad, we had to just stay. The judge made the decision we have to stay with my dad, but my dad has a very difficult job at the hospital, had no time, so we used to stay at my aunt and my uncle. And my uncle was very, how should I say, he loved to punch. He didn't talk, he was very violent. So as you can imagine, I got a lot of punishment in that time, and my dad didn't know it. So later, my dad married again, a very young woman, because there was a time different, a year, how should I say. My dad was 45 at that time, and his second wife was 20 or 22 roundabout. So a lot of trouble. And my stepmom at that time was violent as well. So I had the experience to have a lot of violence in my childhood. And then when I was 16, I had a really bad decision with 5 guys. So, and they made really bad things with me. So in a normal way, it was not a wonder that I'm, how should I say, I'm happy to be here today. So let's talk it about that way. I'm really happy to be here. So as you see, I had a really bad childhood as well. So then my first marriage was a disaster as well. How it's the normal consequences about no having a target, no having goals in your life. So, and I'm really happy to become a very successful trader and coach today. So I can talk about every problems you will ever have in your life, because I guess I made every kind of experience as well, from sexual harassment in my youth to violent in my youth, divorcing stuff and all this bullshit. So for a Western young man here in Germany, I had a really, really bad youth. And it's not so easy to talk about that, but I guess it's time to share this with you, that you can see it's absolutely possible to become successful in trading and in life. But for that, you have to have a, how should I say, a different view on life and of trading as well. So, and this is what I teach in my personal coachings. And so I know what it means to lose self-confidence. I know what it means to come down. And I know what it means to stand at the edge of finish your life. I was close to make suicide, really, really close, one step, needed just one single step. And today I can say I'm really glad that I'm still alive. And I'm really happy that I can share my experience with you, because I'm one of the examples, maybe less examples, how you can cope all these bullshit challenges in your youth or in your life. Because I'm, as you can imagine, I'm divorced as well. And I catched a second woman. She was violent to me as well. So what's the big point in this, in my story? The big point is what you planned, you get, that's the result. Less results, big consequences. You know, Isaac Newton, cause and reaction. So, but I coped all these challenges, and trading helped me a lot. And my mentors helped me a lot, of course. And without my mentors, I couldn't cope this challenge. And this is why I always say, if you want to become successful in trading, you need a wonderful and lovely broker like Admiral Markets, but you need also a mentor who can understand your feelings, you can understand your emotions, who is not only interested about your money, about trading. You need a mentor, a coach who is interested in you as human. And my mentor told me, if you want to cope a challenge, you need to ask someone who coped it already, this kind of challenge. Or if you want to how should I say, if you want to reach a goal, you have to ask someone who reached this goal as well already in this point. So let's come back. So to Rasola, this was a little bit longer answer to your question, but yes, join the club. But I can give you the guarantee, it is possible. Even you had a bad childhood, it is absolutely possible to cope the challenge in this life, and you can become a successful trader. So therefore, I'm really happy today. It's a part of my past, and it's how should I say? It was hard, but today I'm happy because I can talk about it, and I can help people to cope their own challenges in life, because all the challenges are always similar to each other. So, and I'm really happy today. I found my inner freedom, and I found my purpose of existence. And this is kind of my mission, to hold these webinars. And I'm so happy and I'm so grateful to Admiral Markets that I may ask and I may talk about all this stuff, and that can give you this kind of different point of view to trading, It's not about analysis or all this indicators, bullshit, something else. It's the human part. And the human part, God, is so much more important than any kind of strategy. And this is what I want to share with you. So let's go on about the topic of diversification. And next one, it has been proven statistically that diversified trading accounts tend yield better long-term returns. So, and they significantly reduce risk associated with investments, of course. Inner peace, yes, Mark, thank you. It's I found my inner peace and of course freedom. But you know, freedom in outside start with freedom in yourself. But thanks for this hint. You know, I'm a beginner in English, and I will appreciate a lot if you can correct me sometimes. Okay, so diversification can take shape within an asset class. It can also span multiple asset classes and different time frames. And I want to show you how you can do that. Although it may limit performance over the short term, but on the long run, the investment strategy is one of the main tools of experienced traders. And most of the experienced traders have a kind of combination between short-term and long-term trading. And but one of the most interesting parts about trading is that really experienced traders are never in a hurry. Risk mitigation always outweighs short-term gains for them. So that's another short story I made this week. On Monday, I had a webinar for my clients, and I talked about what we can do this week about trading. And we prepared our trades for this week. And on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I used to go to my gym at 11 during lunch, in that time between 11 and 2, German time, of course. So, and I left my office, I went to my gym, and then one of my clients gave me a WhatsApp message, and she asked me, how can you go to gym while you have open trades? Are you so kind of sure about your trades? How safe about your trades? How can you leave your office? I ask her, I give you a request, and I ask her, because I know her, of course. Okay, I said, okay, I know you made trades in weekly charts, right? Yes, I do. And then I asked, okay, and why you ask me if I'm not in a hurry? What's your problem? I have so much fear about my trades. I said, come on, guy, you have open position in a weekly chart. That's more than calm. Yes, but I have a look at the charts all the day and every hour. I said, okay, damn it. So you are engaged in weekly charts. You have a look at Monday and Friday. That's all. That's really all. So, and this is the kind of experience, if you become successful in trading, you don't feel in kind of hurry. There's no rush, because you have to do two jobs. Make sure that the price is fine on the right side of the chart, and make sure that you stick to your rules always. Of course, the third one is follow your plan, of course. So really experienced traders are never in hurry. So if you would ask me, could I go out right now? Because I have open. So actually I have, in my asset management, I have 42 trades open. And in my private account, I have 22 trades open. And at the Admiral Markets, I have, I guess, 10 trades open. So I guess I have actually around, with all my accounts, I have around 100 trades open right now. 100 trades. So do you see me sweating or something else? No. Of course, I made this job since almost 20 years right now. But this is the target. This is the goal you want to reach. Stay calm in your trading. And for that, it's important to have a kind of diversification, our today's topic. I think it's all about experience. As much more time you are in market, you will get better to your. Yes, I agree. It's everything is about con. It's everything is depending from experience, but this needs time, and this is a crucial point because most of the traders come to trade. You see it on the bottom of the slide. 81% of retail traders lose money. Why? They want to become rich very quick, and this is not possible. Absolutely not possible. So to make experience, you need time. Now you have two options. You can make experience by yourself. This will take time, maybe years. Or you can invest in your education, like Admiral Markets, webinars, or a little bit deeper, you can invest in a mentor, and then you can cut this kind of experience time. Maybe it needs 1 year roundabout to figure out what is the deeper causes why trading trading could be successful. This two options you have. It's a kind of, you see, the hourly class, you know, that's the reason why my hourly class is there. Your lifetime is running up and you don't know when is your last day. So make a clear decision. What do you want to reach in your life? So diversification, the problem is that most of the beginners or young traders have no, or I should say less clue about diversification in trading, because most of the people are focused on one chart or one asset because they want to become rich very quick and they want to become successful with a small account in a quick way, in a fast way. But diversification will give you a bigger overview of the market, not only all eggs in one basket, as we mentioned. Diversification will help prevent you from falling into actionism. So to be honest, as I said, actually, I have opened around about 80 or maybe almost 100 trades at the same time. Ask me which one I have open. I don't know. Okay, I know I'm long. No, I'm short in Euro USD. I'm long in USD Swiss franc. I'm short in silver Forex. And I know that. And I'm short in Dow Jones. But all the others, I don't know. Actually, I have to have a look right now to see which kind of trades I have open. Why is it? I don't care about it because the trades are still running. Because I made my decision already, and my job was, before I started a trade, to stick to my rules. It makes no sense to ask about your rules while the trade is running. Then it's too late. Once your trade is starting, or once your trade started, the market will decide how much money you will get. And that's the big point. And for that, you need experience. And it's good you are a calm trader. How can I join your live day trading session tonight at 6 p.m.? Maybe you should send me an email, Baram. But it's a German, and 6 is German, German talking. But send me an email, then I can give you the link. Okay, so time frame. Diversification means trade more than one time frame or trend size. And this is what experienced traders most of the times really do. They combine different time frames. So you can trade in a 4-hourly chart and in a weekly chart. So this is my preferred trading style. I love to trade in 4-hourly chart and in weekly chart with different strategies, of course. But you can do the same in 5-minute chart and in hourly chart at the same time. So let's see an example. Let's see an example. So you can see here, at the most of the times I have open trades here in 4-hourly chart. So maybe Australian, New Zealand dollar. This is 4-hourly chart, which means the trade is still running. So if I have to have a look at the chart, it means every 4 hours. It means 8 in the morning, German time, 12, lunch, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., and maybe if I'm still awake at midnight. That's all. Every 4 hours. That's really calm trading. Why should I have a look at the chart at 2? p.m., for example, or 10 or 11. I'm in gym at 11. Why should I have a look at the charts? Because the candle is over at every 4 hours. So there's no reason to have a look in between this hours. So, and on the other side, you see, I have still open trades in a weekly chart. For example, here, this one. It's weekly chart. It's a different strategy. The one was trend trading. This is called Heikin-Ashi setup. Really easy. And you see, that's my profit on the lower side. I don't care about the profit. My job is to stick to the rules. And this is a kind of special diversification. So you see. And if you make a loss on the one side, you can make big winners on the other side. But you see, maybe you say, oh, weekly chart. Oh my God, that's really boring. Yes, it is. What should I say? But I should say something? My teacher told me years ago, and he told me this one point. The moment if you feel that trading becomes boring, then it becomes successful. Just repeat. The moment you feel trading becomes boring, trading becomes successful. And this is what I can tell you. And this is what I can teach you. So what is more important, guys? Let me ask you this. What is more important? Having fun time with your girlfriend or wife or kiddies? Enjoyable time? Leisure time with your family? Or watching red and green candles? Because you're on the right side of the chart. Once you started a trade, you can't do nothing anymore. Nothing at all. Absolute nothing. So what is more important? Having fun with your family, collecting valuable moments, or watching red and green candles? What is more important? You should think about that point. You know, lifetime. Lifetime is running up. Absolutely. Don't forget that. Okay, so go on. Diversification in time frames. As we mentioned, assuming you have a winning strategy like trend trading, for example, all these trades will help you to give you an edge each day if you can combine different strategies and different time frames. So one day, maybe you have a bad losing day. If you make day trading in 5 minutes, you have a really bad day. But on the other side, you have running trades in 4-hourly chart or weekly charts, and they make big winners. You see, it's a kind of equalizing your the result of your trading. That's the big point. So, and it may work out that the swing trades lose as well, resulting in a bad day, but the other winning trades are greater than your losing trades. So, and assuming a greater than 50% win rate on your trades, it's a kind of high quality. So let me show you my own example. That's real. That's really absolutely real. So you see, that's my real account. So as you can see, the third year in a row in profit, as you see. And I want to show you this one. So you see, that's a profit factor 1.126. And here, more than that, winning trades 34.57. And in currency, and CFDs 40%. And you can see you have a maximum drawdown of almost 70 to 77%. But you can see I have a profit factor. Because why is it? Look at this one. Average profit is 1.21 in currency and almost 4% in CFDs. But the average loss is 0.7 or 1.88. And this is the big secret. And the result or the cause of it is, the cause is always smaller than the reaction. The cause of it is the secret of diversification. if you can combine day trading, swing trading, or maybe forward each other in weekly chart, sometimes you have losses. But if you let the market decide how much money you will get, you have huge, huge winners. And this is the real and big secret in trading. This is what I want to share with you. So let's go on. So in asset, how we can make diversification assets. So we have the example or the template of fund managers and investors. They very often diversify their investments across asset classes and determine what percentages of the portfolio to allocate to each. So they are, most of the times, fund manager have to go long only. So sometimes they mix their portfolio in shares or stocks and bonds or maybe currency sometimes. And because this is what they are doing. Or you can share Forex currencies like Euro, British pound, or Japanese yen. You have to mix them. Try to avoid to focus on one Euro USD. It makes no sense because there's a big correlation, for example, in Euro USD and USD Swiss franc. If this one is running up, the next one is running down. So if you can go long in Euro USD, or maybe short actually, you can go long in USD Swiss franc. This is a kind of correlation, but this means it's a kind of diversification. And this is the secret of trading, one of the secrets of trading. Or maybe you can put another egg in your basket like commodities. So actually I'm short in silver. Yes, it's a kind of diversification. So maybe I can show you this one. So you see, let's go up here. So you see, Dow Jones is an index. All the others are currencies, for example. So, and this is my real account here, the other one. So you see, I'm in profit, 38% running open trades. But you can see trading, I'm short in oil, for example, and I'm short in silver, for example. So this is kind of diversification, what I try to share with you. And this is what experienced traders also do. So where can you find my email address? Okay, let me type it in. info@dowhow-trading.com. So I typed in the chat box, Baram. There is my email address. Okay, let's go on. Let's talk a little bit about diversification in Forex trading. Instead of always just trading one pair, like whatever, Euro USD, you will look for trade setups in whatever pair you can find them in. And this is a big point in real successful trading. And this is a big trap because people come to trading and they think they can trade Euro USD. They're an expert in Euro USD. You can never be an expert in something like trading because you're on the right side of the chart. Remember this point, you are on the right side of the chart. No one knows what will happen next. No one knows. So you cannot become an expert in Euro USD, but you can become an expert in sticking to your rules and following your plan. In this way, you can become an expert. So for that, your job is take the whole universe of Forex or currencies. Huge universe. We have major pairs. We have minor pairs. We have no, how was the word? It's gone. Oh my God. You know, major, minor, and exotics. Oh my God, yes, exotic pairs like Euro, Polish zloty, for example, or US dollar, Mexican peso. That's so-called exotic pairs. You can trade in that. Or maybe you can add oil or gold, silver, or maybe you can extend your account to shares or indices, something like that. So whether day trading or swing trading is often means having multiple positions going on at the same time. So, and there is an advantage to this. So may say we have average win rates on my strategy 65%, meaning you have 100 trades and you will win 65 of them in average. And this is a really crucial point in trading. You see, even you have a profit factor or maybe a hit quote of almost an average strategy of 65%, it means they leave 35%, and 35% will become losers. You have to handle the losers, not the winners. And the point is, again, you're on the right side of the chart. You don't know what will happen next. If your signal occurs, you have to push the button. Use it like a checklist. If your signal comes up, check it. Rule number 1, check. Rule number 2, check. Rule number 3, check. Rule number 4, check. Make sure that your money management is properly, then push the button. And you don't know what will happen next. You cannot know in advance if the trader will be a winner, if the trade will be a winner or a loser. You don't know. That's the reason why you have to push the button if your signals come up and if your signals occur at the right side. Otherwise, it's an accident. And that's the point. That's a crucial point in trading. How you should see trading. It's a game of probabilities. And then once you realize that fact, you see it's more the human part of trading. How you can handle this kind of probability game. That's the point. So by just talking one trade, you know, anything can happen. You don't know. Maybe you have a slight edge and you expect to win at about 65% of the time. You don't know what will happen with the next trade. You only know that your strategy is successful on the long run. You know, if you make 100 trades, you will have 65 winners and you have 35 losers. But when you push the button on the right side of the chart, you don't know what the next trade will be. Is it a winner or is it a loser? That's the reason why you have to push the button, always. And if you think it through, you can recognize we have to dive into trading. Yes, we have to dive into trading. Stop looking at the obvious things. Try to figure out the real causes, the deeper causes. So, but more trades I take, the more I see my 65 win rate, yes, advantage. So therefore you have to take every signal which is based on your rule. So on the other side, we shouldn't advocating over trading, which is when you just trade to trade with no strategy in mind. Join the club. I did it years and years in my past. I trade completely over trading without having, how should I say, without having kind of strategy. So I lose money, I want to have it back. That was my why I want to make trades. I want to have my losses back. But this was without any having strategy. So we are talking about taking more opportunities, utilizing a well-defined strategy. And the well-defined strategy is the basement of successful trading. And this is why you should have a look at more trades at the same time and multiple Forex pairs. And there you will see more opportunities at the same time. So this is a crucial word, correlation. Like I said, if you have a signal in Euro USD, which is going down for a short signal, have a look at USD Swiss franc, for example. If you can go along there based on rules, that's the most important point. You said about correlation between, yes, if you open a long position for these pairs and your decision is not good, you will lose the money. If you open a long order for the short order, you will cover your losses. This is the problem. You enter long for these two pairs or short, or long for one and short for the second. Sorry. There's no sorry for your question. It's completely right. That's the point. If one is going to, if you go long, maybe or short, actually, short in Euro USD, and you go long in Euro in USD Swiss franc, and both are wrong, yes, it's a kind of the game. The secret behind of that is called money management. Money management. Then you can do that. But believe me, for example, I'll give another example. I had a signal in USD Canadian dollar, long. The currency or the correlation was Canadian Japanese yen, short. Both are working really well. But you're completely right. If you are wrong, both trades are running into the loss. But the secret behind of that risk is money management. You see, there are a lot of topics that are crucial for trading success. Yes, Russell, that's the point. One of the deepest secrets of trading is indeed money management. But I made a webinar. Look at the YouTube channel of Admiral Markets. Maybe my host Chichi will give you the link later of our YouTube channel from Admiral Markets. There you will find when I talked about the penguin factor. So how you can use diversification really properly. After we talked a lot about diversification, how we can use this. The main mistake traders make is to start trading as much as possible. But this is not the real point. We still only want to take high probability trades based on a solid winning strategy. We are just going to look for more of these trades in different places, such as different pairs and time frame. And my advice I want to give you is diversification. Have a look in 4-hourly charts, mix your diversification, mix your strategies, mix your time frames, and you see, if you learn to focus on sticking to your rules, your emotion part is becoming less. Because you cannot focus like me. I have opened 100 trades roundabout. It's not possible to focus on one of these trades. I don't care about that. I knew I stuck to my rules before I traded each of this single one trades. This I know. So why should I become emotionally? Why? I know 65% are going to my profit, and the other things I have to handle my money management and the risk, of course. Okay, guys, there is a positive side effect to doing this kind of diversification. You will realize that you cannot predict which trades are going to win and which ones are going to lose. You know, right side of the chart, don't forget that. Therefore, you won't get attached to any single trade because you have a lot. Maybe you have 20 or 22, even with a small account. You have micro lots. You can open these. Maybe with the $200 or $300 or $1,000 account, you can open 20, 30 trades at the same time. And then it's not possible to focus on one. And this is the big benefit. Because you have too many trades at the same time open. Why should you be focused on one trade? Why? Your job is sticking to your rules before you push the button. Afterwards, it makes no sense to ask why. This is what you have to ask before you start your trade. And this type of understanding is crucial to trading longevity. This is really, really crucial. And so we can make this conclusion. Diversification is not much more than saying not keeping all your eggs in one basket. It will help you to prevent you from trading, from falling into actionism. And of course, an experienced traders, and I hope you will become an experienced trader, would combine different time frames always. Instead of always just trading one pair, you just have a look at more than one setups in different pairs. One of the big secrets in trading sideways from money management, of course. And as a result, we still only want to take high probability trades based on a solid winning strategy. This last sentence, this last topic, or this last bullet point means 10% of trading success is based on a solid winning strategy. At 90%, because you can see in the internet, see it on online, you can have a lot of solid winning strategies. But as you know, 80% of all traders fail. Why? That's the human part. And about this topic, we want to talk next week on Wednesday. But my wonderful continuous partner, Jens Klatz, will talk to you on Friday. What trades do traders and golf players share? Really, really interesting. So, and this is the point, parallels between golf, I don't play golf, sorry, but I guess Jens do it, and trading. It's a mental game, the emotions in golf playing, Jacks, Dodson, and the zone, and inducing rationality. On Friday, same time, same place. I hope you will join this webinar as well, because it's a really interesting topic. But we won't leave you behind this webinar. I want to invite you to our Trading Spotlight community. We are over 175 community or family members right now there, and we share everything there. If you have any questions, let us know. We can talk about everything. Paul, Jens, and myself, we want to invite you to this wonderful group. Type in your browser tradersyard.com and join the Trading Spotlight group. Only one requirement: open a real account, deposit some money on it of Admiral Markets, and then you can join this wonderful trading community. More information, you know, about our contact ways, mail, YouTube, Facebook. And yes, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the last 47 minutes, 48 minutes. And I want to say thank you that you shared a lifetime with me. I hope we will see each other next week on Wednesday again, or maybe on one of my social channels. And then we can share all our ideas with each other, and we can become successful to each other, because there is indeed a way to become successful. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, rest of the week. And as always, be careful about your thoughts. You know, they are the beginning of your actions. See you. Bye-bye.